Hey my lovelies, it's your girl truet.tj and I am back with another video. Today is another story time video and I'm going to tell you guys the story time about when I almost got into a fight with one of my co-workers. I have spoke on a topic before about me getting into a fight with somebody who, she wasn't my co-worker, but she was like the owner of the company. She was the daughter or whatever like that, and I got to fight with her. But this is when I almost got into a fight with my coworker or whatever like that. This story time just a little bit more different. Okay, so guys, like I always say, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, thumbs this video up, and turn on your notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post. And also, if you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey, thank you for joining the family, thank you for joining the tribe. And if you already been here as a supporter, I appreciate you guys' support or whatever like that. So let's go ahead and get straight into this video. Okay, so in order for me to tell you guys this story time, I feel like I have to give you guys like a little backstory so you can understand, so you can, you know what I'm saying, you can get the build up. You can get the build up or whatever like that. And also note, if you see this shirt in another one of my videos, just know that it's because I reused the shirt. So deal with it, period. Okay, so anyways, okay, so at this time of the story time, I was living in Houston or whatever like that, and I was working with a couple of different phlebotomist assistants, this particular job or whatever like that. And I was introduced to this one chick. She was a lot older than me, and but we hit it off pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was a cool lady or whatever like that. I thought she was really, really cool. But the thing is that she wanted to come to my location, but she couldn't come to my location because they really didn't have no position. I can't remember. I think they did have a position for her to come over there, or it's because she was at a position already and they didn't have nobody to like cover her position to move her over there, whatever like that. So anyway it goes, they really didn't have nowhere, you know, no position at my position for her to come over there or whatever. So we ended up having a position come available months later, and then I had told her about it. I'm gonna call this co-worker, I'm gonna call her imposter, because y'all gonna see why. Y'all gonna see why I call this bitch imposter, and then y'all gonna understand. Because this hoe was an imposter, okay? So yeah, a position finally came available to where she could come over there to my location. And at that time, I was like the team lead. So I had spoke to some of my supervisors and regional managers, and they were just like, okay, well, since she put in a good word for this chick, for imposter, you know, we're gonna go ahead and give her the position and let her come over there. I was like, okay, cool, because every time imposter come over there, you know what I'm saying, we needed help or whatever like that, somebody call in, she was really cool. Like, me and her, our work ethics together was like a really good place, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can depend on her, she can depend on me. It was really, really cool between her and I. So I was just like, okay, yay, imposter coming over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she an older woman, like I said. So I thought she was really, really cool. So during the time that imposter came over there, you know what I'm saying, things was okay, and then it just went bad, like super duper fast. Things just went bad super duper fast. I felt like imposter just did like the fact that I was so much younger than her, and I was like, my position was a little bit above her. I feel like she didn't like that position. I feel like she didn't like that. I feel like she always try to like tell me what to do, or she felt like she can like push me into doing what she wants me to do, or make everything that she says is okay to be okay. I feel like that's how she was trying to be, like she was trying to be the strings to my puppet type thing. Like, and I was just like, no girl, like I'm not gonna do that. If they wanted you to be team lead, and they would have asked you to be team lead. Like, you've been with this job longer than me, but they did not. They asked me. So don't be trying to tell me how to do my job. Like, I ain't like that or whatever like that. I just felt like she became real pushy and stuff like that. Okay, so one day, me and her, we talking or whatever like that. And she used to always tell me about her ex-husband, how he was like a professional player. I can't remember if he was like a football player or like a basketball player, but she's always telling about her ex-husband, saying how, you know what I'm saying, he had all this money and blah, blah, blah. And then when he got hurt playing whatever sport he was playing, they ended up opening up a business together, and they was like making millions and millions and millions of dollars. She was talking about how she had butlers and maids, and she drove Rolls Royces, and you know what I'm saying, like she had the whole coming to America type life where she really didn't have to like put on her own clothing. She had to bathe herself. She had to do none of that in the third. Like, she was making it seem like her life was so glorious before her divorce happened. So I guess she ended up finding out that he was cheating on her Imposter decided to get a divorce. I ain't never been married and I ain't never went through no divorce. But one thing I know and two things I know for sure. If I am in a marriage and we started a multi-million dollar company together, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, you cheat on me, I don't want nothing to do with you, so I'm just gonna relinquish all my rights to any kind of money, the house, the cars, the butlers, the whatever. She was just like, all I wanted was my kids. What? Hell, how you gonna take care of them kids? How you gonna take care of them kids? So all you wanted was your kids. So, but let me see, that was imposter story. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't believe that story not one bit. She was just like, she just felt like that money and the business was tainted and that she can do all by herself. Really? Did you really think you could do it all by yourself? Because you was working the same position I was working, making the same amount of money I was working at the age that you were. Did you really think you could do it by yourself? That's a whole nother story. So yeah, but yeah, she used to just always brag about how she lived this lavish ass lifestyle or whatever like that. And I just did not for one believed her. I didn't believe her because she just did not look like it. I feel like the lady was on drugs and the lavish lifestyle that she thought she was living was in her head. I feel like maybe at one point she was dating some kind of NFL basketball player or whatever like that, and then he ended up leaving her for a better trophy. Like I feel like that's what it was, and I feel like it wasn't nothing else, nothing more, nothing less than that. Like, but let her tell you, she had butlers and maids and all this other shit. And I used to always ask her, like, why didn't you just try to get some of the money? Like, I would have got a couple of millions before I walked out. Like, if you just didn't want to have nothing to do with the company or him, I wouldn't have gave up everything that I worked for with this man and let him share it with his new boo. Like I couldn't do that. No, like, and then you got kids with this man too, and you just decided, oh, you don't want anything, no money, no nothing, no child support, no nothing. You just want to walk away with your kids. You're not thinking about your kids. You just being selfish, and he really not hurting, because at the end of the day, if y'all had all this money and you just not trying to take no money, then baby, you the only one that's hurting. He not hurting, because he still got that multi-million-dollar business. You over here trying to scramble up coins just to pay a bill or something like that. Whatever, she was an imposter. And I used to ask her all the time, like, okay, well, if you had all this money, like, where's your Rolls Royce or whatever like that? Girl, she drove a beat up old, I think it was like a Charger or whatever like that. And then her boyfriend was the one who was driving the Charger anyways. Like, he always used to drop her ass off at work. And she used to always be complaining about how he didn't have no job and how he always wanted to drive her car and this, that, and the third. But you would just talk about how you had this multi-million-dollar business with this man or whatever like that, your ex-husband, and you gave it up. But now you want to complain about this dude driving your car. If you ask me, you just sound like you like somebody can just use you and do whatever they want to do with you, because you don't stand for what you say and you don't stand for what you do. So don't be complaining to me about how you let these guys sit here and take advantage of you and you don't do nothing about it, because you don't. Ew. But yeah, let's get into the story. So yeah, imposter was just a whole imposter. I just did not die. That's when my maturity, that's when my respect level for her started to like die down, because she was like trying to tell me these stupid ass stories that I really did not believe or whatever like that. And I can't believe that she think that I would fall for some shit like that. Okay, the second time, me and her our relationship started to decrease or whatever like that is, at this particular location, the turnover rate for phlebotomists was pretty high. So a lot of people used to come and go through these doors. And at this one time, one chick, she actually came through the door. She was really, really cool. Me and her kind of like hit it off. But I always try to keep it like that little professional level or whatever. So yeah, bitches be sneaky or whatever like that. So I tried to, me and a girl, we was like really, really cool. Not really, really cool. We was cool, okay? And then, but I guess the imposter, she really didn't like that or whatever like that. So she used to always tell me, like, you need to stop talking to her. Like, y'all need to be friends. Like, y'all ain't even on the same level. And I know some people would be like, you know what, Tasha, you should have took it as her trying to like have your back or whatever like that. And I get that. But it was just how she was approaching me, where I was just like, I don't like that. Like, I feel more like she was trying to tell me what to do than to have my back. I feel like she was like trying to make me feel like I didn't know right from wrong, then she was trying to have my back. And I ain't like that about her. I ain't like that about imposter. And then like, I feel like when I didn't do something that she wanted me to do, she'll get upset and she would start acting all stupid and standoffish and doing all that, rolling her eyes and smacking her lips. And then it came to a point to where another lady came and started working there, and her and Imposter and that lady started to, you know, get cool, and they would like make little remarks behind my back about me and old girl, like friendship or whatever like that. And then me and Imposter, just our relationship just started going downhill from then. Like, we just started arguing about the littlest things. Like, she just felt like she could do everything better than anybody. She felt like just because she was older that we had to respect her. And I have always been the type of person where I'm just like, in order for me to give respect, you got to give respect too. Like, I'm not going to give you respect and you sit here talking shit about me. Like, I feel like with some older people, especially in the workplace with women, I feel like some older women feel like just because of their age that they can talk to you any kind of way and basically treat you any kind of way, and you just gonna have to put up with it because they older than you. No, bitch, I don't. Because at the end of the day, like, it's all about respect. The only person that I had ever had to respect was my mom, and she passed away a very long time ago. So, bitch, if you bring me attitude, I'm about to bring you attitude too. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Even when my mom was alive, shit, if that's the only person that I feel like I truly had to respect. So if I'm at work and an older woman is bringing me attitude, bitch, I'm about to bring you attitude back. Like, I'm not gonna try to fight you or nothing like that, but I'm definitely gonna give you that same energy that you giving me, because at the end of the day, like, you don't try to sit here and be like, oh, my age. Bitch, your age, I don't give a fuck. Don't care at all. Like, your age mean nothing to me. Your age mean nothing to me. So let's get that understood right here. But yeah, so me and Imposter, we just, after that moment right there, after how she was trying to like tell me who I should be friends with, who I should talk to, our relationship just went down. Cause I'm telling you guys, it wasn't like it was just that one incident where she was trying to tell me. It was like with every incident. I feel like every day this lady had to come to me and try to preach to me about what I should and should not do. And it was getting to the point to where I was just like, damn, like, bitch, who do you want me to talk to? Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally doing my job and just being friendly and cordial, because that's the type of person I am. And you got a problem with every single freaking thing. And then I'm trying to sit here and delegate and tell people like, okay, look, you can do this job today, you can do this position today, and that way we can get the flow of the office and, you know, have a very successful, productive day. And I feel like she didn't even want to do that. All she wanted to do was process, which is stay up in the back room on the phone with her boyfriend and separate specimens or whatever like that into bags. Like, I feel like that wasn't a job that needed to be done when we were seeing over 200 some patients a day. And I was just like, girl, we need all phlebotomists on deck to draw these blood. Like, you can't just be sitting up in this room while we sitting here busy. She didn't want to hear that. She just didn't want to hear that. She didn't want to hear that. She just wanted to do whatever the fuck she wanted to do. Okay, so fast forward to how we almost got into a fight. Okay, so one day, the attention was high. Like, it was like the regional manager there, the supervisor was there, all the phlebotomists was there. It was busy as hell that day. It was just crazy. It was so chaotic that day. Like, I was becoming overwhelmed because I had, you know, the regional manager and supervisor putting me in there trying to talk to me about the shit, and then I had to come back out here. Excuse me. And I had to come back out here to the floor and like help the phlebotomists. And then that day we had got like a big ass order of supply shipment came in. So I had to unpack the shipment. So it was just like a lot of shit was going on that day. And a lot of people, you could tell the tension was so high up in that office because it was so busy. It was so freaking busy and so overwhelming. Like, we was tired. We was tired. So I'm sitting here trying to unpack the supplies or whatever like that. So I just let the phlebotomists draw the patients or whatever like that. And I kept on going back there to the supervisor and the regional manager because they kept on calling me back there. It was like they just wanted something all the time. And so like when I finally finished unpacking the supplies, I decided to come into the office and help out. So I sat at the front desk and I was proceeding to put in like paperwork or whatever like that, because the paperwork was stacked up so high and we only have 2 computers and it was like 7 phlebotomists. So it was just like the paperwork was stacked up so high. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna sit down, put in the paperwork, and I'm just gonna hand paperwork to phlebotomists. They call the patient's back, draw the patient's blood, bada bing, bada boom, that be that, right? So as soon as I come into the office, I'm at the computer. I'm just trying to put in the paperwork or whatever like that. And this old crooked mouth ass bitch. Oh, let me tell you another thing about Imposter. I'm never going to pretend like I have a lot of money, baby, because I don't. Baby, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm not really struggling that hard. But, baby, at the end of the day, I'm not rich, okay? I ain't got money. And I feel like even if I did have money, bitch, I wouldn't flaunt the shit. But I feel like if you had all these butlers and maids, and you was driving Rolls Royces and wearing all this Louis, Gucci, Prada, whatever the fuck she felt like she was wearing, why you couldn't take none of that money and fix your teeth? How you have 4 veneers and then regular teeth at the back? Like, bitch, when you smile, I can see your new teeth and your old teeth. Like, if you had all this money, honey, why you could not get you a full mouth of veneers? That's what I'm just saying. If you had all this money and you used to brag about this money, but baby, you was wearing synthetic weaves all day on time. My wig is synthetic, yes, but this is cute. She was wearing them little nappy ass synthetic wig where it was just like shiny right here and then real fuzzy down there. And then, one thing that I could not understand is if you had all this money, how you only got 4 veneers? You just got these 4 in the front, and then you had all the rest was your real teeth. I guess you feel like when you take a picture, you could just, I don't know what she thought. I really don't understand. But you had all this money, baby. But I want to know. So, imposter, if you ever see this video, I just want to know, how could you afford Rolls Royce and butlers and mansions, and you got, I got $1 million and stuff like that. But baby, you only had 4 veneers in your mouth, and it looked a mess, girl. Whatever. Okay, so like I said, I was sitting at the computer putting the paperwork in or whatever like that. So I had to get up and use the restroom or whatever. So I had told one of the phlebotomists in the next room, I was like, I'll be right back, I gotta go pee. So I went to the restroom or whatever like that. I came back and I was sitting down doing the paperwork again. This old snagger-tooth mouth looking asshole gonna come over there and gonna get like right here in my face and was just like, when you decide to leave, you need to come back here and tell me. Bitch, what? That's exactly what she said. When you decide to leave, you need to come back here and tell me. And I was just like, I feel like that day was so warm. I just had enough. I was just like, bitch, what? I was like, first of all, I ain't got to tell you nothing. I was like, I already told somebody that I was leaving. And I was like, and second of all, don't come up in my face trying to tell me what to do. I was getting hot, and she was just talking all that noise. I'm talking all that noise, baby. And all I remember is I was just like, clock out, clock out. And she was just like, why? I was like, clock out because I want to whoop your ass. Clock out because I'm about to beat your ass because you talking to me like you stupidly. At this time, like, the conversation went from, you don't tell me this, don't tell me this, to, rah, 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 rah. I mean, we barking hard at each other. And then I'm the type of person, like, I don't be wanting to bark all the damn time. Like, bitch, when the situation escalates to the point to where I feel like we about to throw hands, bitch, let's just go ahead and throw hands and get this shit over with. At the end of the day, because that's probably what we're going to do. That's probably what we're going to do. But, baby, she was barking real hard. She was barking real hard. And I was like, you know what? Clock out. Clock out. Clock out and meet me outside. Clock out and meet me outside. And she just kept on, she was just acting like, oh, yeah, you don't want this. You don't want this, little girl, you don't want this. Baby, I wanted it all. I wanted it all. Clock out. Clock out. Clock the fuck out. Clock out. Clock out. What's your clock out number? I'll clock you out right now. I was like, baby, yeah, fuck it. Don't even clock out. Let's just go outside to the parking lot. Come on. Let's just go outside to the parking lot. Let's go to the garage. We can fight in the garage. Ain't no cameras in there. Let's go. She didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do that. So she started to get loud and loud and loud. And by this time, like the supervisor and the regional manager, you know, they came up in there. And of course, they're going to talk to me first because I'm like the team lead. So they talk to me and they try to tell me, you know, what goes on or what was going on or whatever like that. And then they started like talking to the other phlebotomists. And only one lady had imposter bag, but the other like 6 of them had my bag because they was just like, yeah, like, they was seeing like the tension building up between me and her because how she was talking to me and how she was approaching me. It wasn't about no respect type shit. I feel like she was really trying to like embarrass me, or she was like trying to make me feel some type of way. I really don't know what was her whole full purpose. Still to this day, I don't know what her purpose was, nor do I give a fuck. But I didn't feel like it was coming from a caring place. I feel like it was coming from a malicious place. I feel like she was trying to play me at the end of the day. And not only me, but a lot of other phlebotomists was seeing how she was talking to me and treating me that day. And I'm not just trying to say that she didn't have the right to say certain things because of me being a little bit higher ranked than her. I ain't trying to say that, but it's all about how you talk to a person. I don't feel like nobody's beneath me, and I don't feel like nobody is above me. I feel like we all are human beings at the end of the day. Like, you need to talk to me with respect, and I will talk to you with respect. And if you don't want to give me respect, then I'm not going to give you no respect. Like, I don't understand how it's not easy. Like, it's 2 plus 2 equals 4. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Like, it's basic addition. You know what I'm saying? Like, in order for you to get this, you gotta do this. Like, that's just how it is. And I feel like a lot of people saw, like, she was just acting real stank towards me, and I ain't like it, and I blew up on them. So when I get to the point to where I be like, girl, clock out, that means I'm ready to fight. When I get to the point to where I'm not talking no more, and you start seeing my wig come off and my eyelashes come off, not my eyelashes, when you start seeing this wig come off, baby, that's just me getting prepared for what's about to come, and I'm not gonna talk no more. I'm either gonna run up on you because I do believe in hitting first, or we're gonna run up on each other and we're just gonna start fighting. But yeah, my coworker tried to play me. She tried to play me. She tried to play me. And yeah, we almost got into a fight. But luckily we did get into a fight. Luckily, my supervisor, she was just like, okay, everybody's saying that imposter, you're the problem. Like, you're sitting here antagonizing Tulsa, you sitting here poking her or whatever like that, and she trying to tell you to leave her alone, and you steady poking at her. So we was just like, they was just like, you know, since y'all almost got into a fight and it got that heated, y'all can't work together no more. So they ended up sending her to another location or whatever like that to work with another lady, I guess. But she ended up getting into it with somebody over there, and they ended up firing her old ass. So I really don't know where she at right now. I really don't give a damn. I don't care. But yeah, so that's the end of my story time. I feel like the story time was all over the place. It was a lot of sometimes I got a little sidetracked, and sometimes I was back on track. Yeah, girl, I don't know. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I be. But yeah, so that's the end of my story time. I hope you guys like this story time, and I hope to see you guys next week with another story time video and maybe some more other videos. I don't know. I'm still creating content, but I do appreciate you guys listening to this video, okay? And I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys stay blessed, and I hope to see you next week. Okay? Bye, my lovelies.